There is but one truly serious philosophical problem, and that is suicide. All the rest comes afterwards. This is what Camus said in his essay, The Myth of Sisyphus. Well, to confess, I did not read the whole essay, but the very beginning and the end of it really resonated with me. I have been diagnosed with clinical depression back in 2020, but my battle with depression actually starts way back. Ever since I could remember, I had this feeling of absurdity and hopelessness that I could never seem to overcome. Camus poses all those philosophical reasons why one should ponder the question of suicide. Camus says that, quote, happiness and the absurd are two sons of the same earth. They are inseparable. It would be a mistake to say that happiness necessarily springs from the absurd discovery. It happens as well that the feeling of the absurd springs from happiness. And it made me wonder, maybe I feel the sense of absurdity that is life because there are those times when I feel joy and happiness, even though I cannot seem to recall when I am in my depths of depression. Maybe I feel so empty when there is no joyful events in my life because I am more sensitive to those ups and downs in life. So I decided to conduct an experiment to embrace the fact that I am more sensitive to changes of those feelings in my life and to be conscious of it. The thing about feelings is that it goes on autopilot mode when you just don't give it enough attention. It can drag you down before you can even notice it. Battling depression, going on medication, going off of medication when I thought that I could manage without it, which is a stupid thing. You should not do it. If you're considering taking off your meds without consulting your doctor, you should not do it. Anyhow, I let my feelings just drag me along, and slowly my life fell apart. Over the span of 2 years, I gained significant amount of weight, about 20 kilograms. I don't know how much it is in pounds, which is the highest weight I've ever gained in my life. And my finances are in shambles, even though I make more than enough money to get by since I live alone. And my home is a mess, even though I always considered this place to be my sanctuary. And I always cherished it in my heart, and yet I could not take care of it. But now, realizing that I have power over my feelings, I decided to take action. Why? Why now? Well, the reason might sound funny, but I want to be real with you. So, in Korea, where I live, we count our age differently than other parts of the world. I'm 27 years old in global standards, but in Korea, I'm actually 29 years old. Standing at the edge of my 20s, I looked back in the years when I suffered inwardly, while many of the stuff that I took on in the past and the present fared quite well. And I also remembered that for a brief moment, back in 2018 to 2019, I had this energy that I have never felt before. I was more fit and healthier than ever. I had hopes and dreams, and I could appreciate the beauty of nature that surrounds me. And that sparked something in me. I remember that it did back then. So, as the second half of 2023 is drawing near and my 20s is fading away, I finally took the plunge and decided to commit to rebuild my life from the beginning. Starting this YouTube channel is one of the ways I'm going to commit to go through this change. And I also hope that by making this channel, the videos that I'm going to post finds people who are suffering from mental illness or are just going through a bad period in their lives so that they could find strength that you could do it yourself. Since turning 30 is kind of like a milestone in people's lives, I want to go into that period without all those depressive episodes and my mood swings weighing me down. I hope that the videos I'm gonna make, my journey to finding balance in my mood swings, could help those who want to find theirs too. Thanks for watching. I'm Tony Kim, and in my next video, I'm going to lay out my plans step by step how I am going to reconstruct my life. Sending love from Seoul. I hope to see you in my next video.